What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over 25 different tips that you must know in GTA Online, and these are going to help beginners and some experienced players. So let's get started. The first tip on this list is going to be use ghost organization whenever you're selling your product in a public lobby. The thing is, you will need to be registered as a CEO. So just register as a CEO, then go over to the CEO abilities tab, and then you'll see the option that says ghost organization. Now this will hide your product and your player from the map. So that means other griefers and other players will not be able to see your location. And this is going to help you sell your goods safely. So yeah, always use this if you're going to be selling your goods in a public lobby, because no one will be able to track you down. But unfortunately, it will only last around 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That may not be enough time, but it's going to be better than nothing. Tip number 2, you're always going to want to restock up on your snacks. All you have to do is open up your map and you're going to see this little icon. This is going to be the Simeon's Motorsport dealership. If you walk inside of these stores, you're going to want to make a left and then run over to this little table right here. And then you're going to want to click the right D-pad. This will allow you to restock up on your snacks for completely free. Now the snacks are very important because you're going to be able to heal up your character whenever you're low on HP. So once you're in the weapon wheel, just click up on your D-pad and then you'll be able to heal up your character. Tip number 3, if you are inside of your arcade and you use the master control terminal, you're actually able to switch your DJ without having to watch the cutscene or the animation that plays whenever you're inside of your nightclub. If you're inside of your nightclub, you're going to have to watch a pretty long cutscene whenever you swap DJs. But if you use the master control terminal located inside of your arcade's basement, you'll be able to skip all the cutscenes from the DJs. Tip number 4, do you want to learn how to get this cool color? All you have to do is bring your vehicle inside the mod shop, click on the respray option, then you're going to want to click on the chrome option. First, you're going to want to add the chrome color, and then you're going to want to add the crew color. Once you add both of those, it's going to give you this cool effect. Now the color will depend on what color your crew is. So if your crew color is red, then your paint job is going to be red. But it does give off this really cool shiny effect. Tip number 5, if you own an agency and you give Franklin a call, you're actually able to request a supply stash. This will fully restock your super heavy armor. So it's going to give you 10 super heavy armors, which is going to help you out a lot. It will also give you a little bit more ammo and some extra health, which can help you out a little bit. I highly recommend giving this a shot if you are ever low on your body armor. Tip number 6, do not fully armor your Nightshark. Make sure you remove the windows from it. A lot of people in my comment section have been telling me that the windows on the Nightshark are purely cosmetic, which means they're pretty much useless. So I highly recommend removing the windows, because if you remove the windows, you're actually able to use sticky bombs and you're actually able to use your weapons. So let's say if an Oppressor Mark II is chasing you, you can just use sticky bombs and throw it right at them and you can immediately eliminate them. Also, if you keep the windows on, you're only locked to using the machine guns. Tip number 7, you can travel to flight school while you're inside of your hangar. All you have to do is walk up to this little poster and it's going to ask you if you want to travel to your flight school. This will help you increase your flying stat, especially if you're a beginner and you have a very low stat. Tip number 8, you know how when you're on the vehicle website and you're trying to select either the 2-door or the 4-door vehicle on the menu? Well, instead of manually clicking it with your mouse or hovering over it, all you have to do is just click the left and right bumpers on your controller and you'll easily be able to cycle through the menu. Tip number 9, if you haven't played GTA in a while, or if you're a beginner, you may be spamming your run button in order to run. Well, if you go over to the settings options, you're actually able to enable hold to sprint. This will allow you to hold whatever button you use to run and you won't need to repeatedly tap the button. So this is going to be a very good change. So make sure it is not on tap to sprint and make sure you enable hold to sprint, because this is going to make your life much easier. Tip number 10, you can actually use the weapon atomizer while you're inside of the Dune FAV. All you have to do is right before you're entering the Dune FAV, equip your weapon atomizer and just hold it. Then you're going to want to enter the vehicle from the passenger side specifically. Once you're inside of it, you'll be able to use the weapon atomizer weapon. And that is very cool because you are not normally able to use the weapon atomizer whenever you're using a vehicle. But this is one of the few vehicles in the game that are actually able to use this weapon. Tip number 11, did you know that CEO vehicles do not need a specific road in order to spawn? This means that you can basically spawn them if you're standing right next to a small patch of a road, you'll be able to immediately spawn it right behind you. Compared to if you use a regular personal vehicle, it needs a suitable road in order to spawn. And this is going to stop you from basically being able to call in your vehicle. So whenever you're unable to call in your vehicle, just request your CEO vehicle and this should spawn right here. Tip number 12, you know how when you're driving a vehicle and you're trying to control the vehicle in the air, you're only able to spin it side to side. If you hold the handbrake and move the left stick at the same time, you're actually able to move your car perfectly. So you can actually spin the car easily and you can change the trajectory of the vehicle. This makes it much easier to control exactly where you want to land, instead of only being able to do a barrel roll. Tip number 13, you know how when you're walking up a hill and you keep falling down? Well, if you aim your weapon or ADS up a hill, you're actually able to walk up it smoothly without falling backwards. This is going to help you out a ton, especially if you get stuck on a mountain. Tip 14, you can actually go much faster with your Oppressor Mark II. The regular speed is probably somewhere around 109 miles per hour, but if you hold your handbrake, which should be the right bumper if you're on Xbox, you'll be able to go much faster. So instead of going 109 miles per hour, you're actually able to go 130 miles per hour, which is a 21 mile per hour speed boost, which is going to be much faster. So you're always going to want to do this whenever you're flying. Tip 15, if you are a CEO, you're actually able to use BST, and this is going to double your damage and it's going to half the damage that you receive. It's going to make your weapon much stronger. So if you request it from your menu, all you have to do is pick it up. And for example, if you use the Navy revolver, you're actually able to one-shot all players in GTA Online. So if you want to get a kill easily, all you have to do is just aim the Navy revolver at someone while you have BST and you're able to one-shot every single player. Tip 16, if you guys are ever low on armor, all you have to do is open up your phone and click on the job list button. Then accept one of the jobs on your screen, and then you're going to see an option that says purchase super heavy armor. So you're going to want to purchase it for about $500. Then back out of it, and then you should notice that your armor bar is going to be completely full. So this is going to help you, not die from enemies as fast. And I highly recommend you guys try this out. Tip 17, you know how when you're driving a car super fast and you crash into someone and you lose all your momentum? Yeah, well, there's actually a way to basically prevent that. All you have to do is hold the down D-pad button on your controller or the character select button and hover over a story mode character. Then you're going to want to click the B button to back out of it, and then you'll immediately stop your vehicle. This is going to work in every vehicle, I believe, other than, the flying vehicles like oppressors, planes, and the Toreadors. But every vehicle other than those listed, it should work for you guys. But yeah, you'll immediately be able to stop in your tracks instantly. Tip number 18, you can actually reduce your wanted level by equipping a mask. It's going to reduce your wanted level star by 1 point. Now I believe if you have at least over 2 stars as your wanted level, all you have to do is put on sunglasses and you'll be able to reduce your star by 1 level. Now if your map is glowing red and blue, it is not going to work. So you're going to have to be out of sight from the cops, which means your radar will have to be kind of gray for it to work. Tip number 19, whenever you source a crate by your technician, instead of walking backwards just to leave the office, all you have to do is run to this little garage door, and this is going to allow you to exit the property much quicker, because if you take the other exit, it's going to take much longer. Tip number 20, if you own a compact EMP launcher and you shoot it at a vehicle, you're actually able to stop it for a few seconds. This is basically going to shut off the engine of the vehicle that you shot at, and it's going to help you out just a little bit if you want to, stop it from moving, or if you want to easily steal their vehicle. Tip 21. I highly recommend using a RC Bandito, RC Tank, whenever you want to hide off the radar. This will prevent other players from seeing your location on the map. This is going to help you out a lot because players will not be able to see your location on the map. So I highly recommend doing this whenever you want to hide off the radar. And it's going to last forever until you eventually, exit out the vehicle. Tip 22, whenever you're doing a mission and you need a certain vehicle, like a police car, a fire truck, or an ambulance, all you have to do is open up your phone and dial the 911 number. Then all you have to do is just wait 30 seconds and then those vehicles will show up for you. And then you'll be able to use that vehicle for whatever mission you're trying to do. This is going to save you a ton of time because you will not have to get a wanted level just to steal the cop car. Tip 23, you know how when you purchase a vehicle and you're trying to back out of it, it's going to take a very long time. All you have to do is just click the triangle button if you're on PlayStation, click the Y button on Xbox, and I believe the P button if you're on PC. This will allow you to automatically close out a website at once. This will save you a ton of time because you will not have to repeatedly tap the back button in order to exit out the page. Just click the button that I previously stated and you should be good to go. Tip 24, whenever you're trying to request your personal aircraft, you know how this will prevent you from using your vehicle in order to drive to it. So I highly recommend requesting your Buzzard or any other CEO vehicle in order to drive right to your personal aircraft. Tip 25. If you own the master control terminal inside of your arcade, you're actually able to purchase and sell all of your goods from this one place. Instead of running back to each specific business in order to purchase or sell your goods, you can literally go here and do it all from one place. So this is essentially going to be your one-stop shop. So whenever you want to resupply all of your businesses, I highly recommend using this because it's going to save you a huge amount of time because you will not have to manually head over to each business. If you enjoyed the video, consider checking out this video on your screen. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and please leave a comment if you enjoyed. Have a good day.